Hey guys and dolls! Today I'm doing a video that's inspired by a Chanel 4-page spread I saw in the June issue of Vogue. If you want to actually go check it out, if it's still on newsstands, it's the one with Penelope Cruz on the cover. She's got like cute freckles showing. I'm kind of in love with Penelope Cruz, you should know. Anyway, so I picked it up because it had Penelope on the cover and I just really love her. I think she's gorgeous. So anyway, open it up, bam, first page. It's this amazing 4-page spread by Chanel. Fabulous makeup. So not what I think when I think of Chanel. To me, Chanel is like, you know, polite society and a little bit more demure, not red streak across the eye with crazy disconnected under-winged liner that's like all futuristic and amazing. So when I saw this, I just knew I had to do a video on it. It's me to a T. It's vintage or tacky. This fashion line that's known for being reserved and classy, doing this crazy makeup. It's so Cora. So I obviously had to do this. I really wish I could show you guys the magazine, but I'm pretty sure for like copyright reasons I can't. So I'll go ahead and have a link in the down bar to the, look on the internet and try to find it. Unfortunately, I can't find the original makeup artist who did this. I believe Karl Lagerfeld, that's how you say his name. I believe he was the photographer, but I can't find information about the makeup artist. So if any of you know, please tell me and I'll put it in the D bar. I can't talk today. Anyway, so yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoy the look as much as I do. I think it's fantastic. The liner on the bottom particularly is just amazing and I love it. I will definitely be reusing it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys would like to see high definition photos and also a full list of products and things I didn't talk about in the video like my foundation and whatnot, I'll go ahead and have a link to that in the D-box down bar video description. That one works. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a fantastic week. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I know I haven't had a tutorial in a while, but hopefully it was worth the wait. Anyway, if you'd like to learn how I got this look, just keep watching. Alright guys, so today we're starting off with nothing on the face, not even moisturize or anything, because this kind of makeup can get a little fallout happy, and as cute as fallout is, I'm just not really a fan. So moving on, we're going to start with the primer. I'm going to use Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is just a little sample. And I'm just taking a little bit of the primer on the under eye as well. Killer. Alright, so today we're actually going to start with the underliner, which I think you guys know isn't really my MO or the thing I normally do. But since the underliner is so intricate, we want to go ahead and make sure that we get that on first. So to do that, I'm going to use a matte black eyeshadow. I'm going to use this one from the Blue Had Me at Hello palette by Wet n Wild. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what matte black eyeshadow you use as long as it's matte and black. You're golden, or you could even use dark brown. And then to apply that, I'm going to use a small, very small angled brush. This is the 208 from MAC. So the shadow on the brush, and I'm going to start right here in the inner corner. I'm just going to draw a line from there into the lash line, and then a line along the lash line, and then about 1/4 of the way before the end of the eye, I'm just going to draw a line going straight down. It's not quite the angle that I want, so I'm going to angle it a little bit more. Okay, and anything that you do you can also fix because it's just shadow. And then I'm going to draw that line going up. And you want to check it against the other side. Alright, and then to deepen the line or make it look really richly black, I'm going to use a very thin pen style liquid liner. What I like is that it gives a really thin and very delicate line of black that fades out into the shadow. It gives it kind of a shadowed and layered effect. It's really cool. Well, it is layered, so anyway, I'm just going to draw the liner along the lower lash line here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And when you get to our little kick down, just gently line that out, and then line out the wing. It doesn't have to be spectacularly perfect. In fact, the best part about this look is that it's kind of undone and delicate. Okay, so our underliner is looking pretty awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and do the upper eyelid. We're going to start with the red sharp line. I'm going to use this shadow right here. It's called I Heart You by Milani. I kind of am in love with this, just saying. Red eyeshadow from the drugstore kind of gets me excited. I do want to apply this a little bit wet, so to activate it, I'm using MAC's Mixing Medium, which you have to shake up. To apply it, I'm using a craft store brush. This is an American Painter. The thing's worn out, but it's just a filbert cut synthetic brush, so I'm working that into like a little bit of an eyeshadow paint. It's a great thing about these mineral shadows is that you can use them wet and it doesn't ruin them or anything. So to do this, I'm just going to basically draw a line, kind of follow my natural shape. And then I'm just going to kind of grab the shadow from all over, a little bit wet, a little bit dry. Just thicken the line. Don't worry too much about what kind of edge you're leaving because we're just going to clean it up with makeup remover to give it a nice sharp edge. And then I'm just going to place my hand on my face right here. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth to get it in this inner corner. And then this shadow is just a little bit too glittery for the look that I'm going for, so I'm going to go over it with Love Plus. Kind of funny, I Heart You Love Plus. Kind of a cute little thing we've got going here. Anyway, this is from Sugar Pill. It's one of the best satin red shadows. In fact, if not the best I've ever used. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pat that over this. It also makes it a little bit more of a true red since I Heart You does tend to run a little bit on the pink side. Need a little bit of cleanup to happen. A little bit of Pro Makeup Remover and a Q-tip. Just going to run that along the bottom edge here just to clean it up a little bit. Then I think we're ready for our inner corner highlight. I'm going to use a shade from the Comfort Zone palette. It's this yellow buttery gold. Tap off the extra because this shadow is very fallout happy. I'm just going to stick that right there in the inner corner and then blend it a bit onto the lid. Then I'm going to take another shade from the Comfort Zone palette, this kind of pinky tan, sure, whatever. And I'm using that on a big fluffy brush. Just kind of blend that all over the lid. And then in the outer portion, I'm going to use a matte shadow that's not too far from my skin tone, a little bit deeper. And for that, I'm going to use MAC's Malt eyeshadow. It's a pink beige. And I'm just going to put that right here in the outer corner with the fluffy brush. We're not trying to deposit loads of color. We're just trying to give the eye a little bit more dimension. Maybe even blend a little bit of that over this shimmery color so it doesn't shine as much. Okay, now it's time for the upper lash line liner. I'm just drawing a very, very thin line. The only thing I want to do a little bit bold is on the outer corner here. I'm going to do a little tiny baby wing. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the black shadow and just press it into my lash line on top of the liquid liner. And then I'm going to do one other thing. I'm just going to take a little bit of that shadow and bring it right down. I have like a natural fold right there. I think it just ends up looking kind of cool. I think these two have like a little point there. Okay, so I already did my full face, full coverage foundation, blush, powder, that whole 9 yards. I put a primer on my lips so that when I put my lip products on, it lasts a little bit longer. And while that's setting in, I'm just putting on mascara. Today I'm using MAC's Hot and Naughty. It's my personal favorite mascara. Nice in volume and length all in one. The fuller half of this actually gives me an effect that's really close to Dior's Ecstasy mascara, but at a fraction of the cost. Final thing to finish up the eyes, I'm going to go back into my Natural Eye Kit from Too Faced, and I'm going to use this really dark chocolate brown called Sexpresso. Gotta love the name. And I'm using a smudger brush, and I'm just going to apply that right under our black line just to kind of fade it out and let it look a little softer instead of just black. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoy my version of the Chanel look. I know mine's a little different than the promo pic. It's pretty similar, but I did take some liberty with the liner, making it a little more extreme because I love it. But anyway, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky. Just be yourself. I really wish I should. Okay, so now for some shadows, I'm going to use my Too Faced Shadow and Shirt. Too Faced Shadow and Shirt. Yes, that's the name of the brand. Oh man, are you telling me this thing is drying out? I'm gonna be so mad. So now to kind of